Alright, no idea why the counter isn't working on Spotify, but I might have to fix that a little bit later. Anyways, what is going on, everybody? We are peaking. Holy mother of God, we're peaking. Let's lower that by 2 decibels. There we go, now we're good. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing? It's been a while since the last stream, and I do apologize for that. I recently got some new glasses, and I guess, I don't know if it was my head just trying to get used to it, and all that, but whenever I would wear my headphones, there would be a little bit of pain, because the actual part of the glasses that sits in my ears is a bit thicker than the other part. But yeah. Anyways, I may have just figured out a solution to that. And in fact, give me 1 second. I'm sorry to do this. I probably should have done this at the start, but I need to go get something to drink. So stay tuned. We're going to be starting soon. Alright, sorry about that. Anyways, so welcome to the stream, everybody. As I said, hopefully everybody is having a fantastic Monday. It's been about a week since I ended up going to Beyond Wonderland at the Gorge, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. But right now, what I want to do is... we're going to get into that in a little bit here, but I want to just take you guys through my plans for the streams going forward here. With summer in full swing here, I'm going to be doing some more gaming streams and such too. Specifically to Flight Sim, I do have plans for more of these streams, but they're going to be formatted ever so slightly differently than the way I've been doing them in the past. For one, instead of doing one really long flight to go around the world to check out different parts of the world, instead I was thinking of doing something like this, doing what the airline biz calls regional flights. Now, if you don't know what those are, first of all, are you under a rock? I don't know. Anyways, second of all, regional flights are shorter distance flights. So basically what that means is instead of going from, say, Seattle down to Las Vegas, which would be considered a fairly long haul flight, we would be doing flights like, for example, the one I want to start with today is going from Seattle, Tacoma down to Portland International Airport in Oregon. So sorry, I thought my mom was talking to me for a second. Anyways, but yeah, I think that's going to be a good way to kick off this little series. Now, before we get going on this, I want to hop into the marketplace because there is actually a plane. There's actually 2 planes I've been thinking about getting. And I need to find them real quick. One of them is in the bestsellers category. And it's not the Concorde. It is, where is it? There she is. It is the Aerosoft CRJ. I've heard a lot of great things about this, and it's a perfect regional jet for what we're going to do, for what we want to do. Now, later on down the line, what I want to do in terms of aircraft is, instead of going for, when we go to like places like Europe and such, one of the other planes I'm interested in picking up is this 146 Professional. So this is a plane, this one right here is a plane that is more common in the United Kingdom, in Europe, around that area. So if and when we do get to checking out those, I want to get the 146 Professional because that is also kind of a regional jet, if you will. If we scroll down and look and see the distance, oh, it doesn't say what the endurance is. I don't know, I thought it did whenever you were in the main part area, but there you go. There's a good picture of it. This is something I do want to get to. This would be a really cool plane to fly when we're like I said, in like the UK, in Europe, those types of places. But yeah, I think that would be cool. So 146, that will probably come later in the year, probably September, October. Sometime next month in July, I'm gonna pick up the CRJ, and I am going to go from there in terms of CRJ stuff. Anyways, like I said, so the first flight we're going to be doing here is going to take us from Seattle, Tacoma, up in Seattle, as you know, and we are going to go from there down to Portland, Oregon. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off at Q12, so we'll set that as our departure, and then let's go to Portland. I don't know where these smaller planes end up landing, but we'll go D7 for our arrival. That'll be around the 37-minute long flight. And then what we'll do low altitude airways. That should put us below 15,000 feet. Or if I go VOR to VOR, yeah, we'll go VOR to VOR so that way we have some choice in our flight level. So we'll probably be like at flight level 18 or 19 or something. I don't know. we'll see. But without further ado, let's get our time set properly. We'll set this to be about a 7:30 a.m. departure is when we're gonna plan on doing it, and let's get things going for the first stream in a couple weeks. Now, one of the things I do want to get into while we're waiting for the game to load, in fact, it might not actually take too long to load, actually. So, I want to talk about, as I said, over the course of the next couple months, I am going to be doing a lot of streams. I'm also going to get back into Euro Truck Sim 2. We're going to finish up exploring those DLCs that we've been exploring, and we're going to hop into American Truck Sim to do some more trucking streams too. I'm probably also going to make a series of videos on the BeamNG 0.25 update. That update dropped last week, or not last week, but the week before. I went to the Gorge for Beyond Wonderland, so I still need to make a video on that. Along with that, I also have plans to do more Minecraft streams as well. Alright. So, let's go to our checklist real quick. So, we're gonna kill the music real quick. So, fuel selector. We're gonna manually start these. So, let's put those both on. Yeah, those both on. Yep, those are both on. Okay. Engine. Okay, so that is set to norm. Power level is at... Oh, wait. Put that at idle. I think that should be good. Prop lever. Max RPM. Okay, starting engine. Alright, battery switch. That is on. Let's go back to before starting engine. Is this at norm? Yeah, okay, yes, that is at norm. So beacon, we're going to turn that on. Let's move this over here to the corner so that we can see what the hell we're doing. Avionics number 1 switch, we're going to go ahead and turn that on. Fuel boost, we'll turn that on. Put the starter to on. Fuel condition lever. What one is that? Oh, we'll auto-complete.
Ground Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra requesting pushback.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra pushback request accepted.
Okay. I'm not gonna worry about the rest of this. Oh, I forgot I got the new Garmin G1000 thing. So it's gotta do some alignment. Oh, it's already aligned. Anyways, what we're gonna do here, we're gonna go over to camera, and we're going to put this in the upper position. We have no need to do this. Alright. There we go. Let's go back to before takeoff. There we go. So there we go. We are getting ready to head on over to Portland International Airport here from what's its face? From Seattle.
Ground Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra requesting the end of pushback.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra request to end pushback received.
Ground Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra with India request taxi for takeoff departure to the south.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taxi to and hold short of runway 16 left using taxiway Bravo Charlie. Contact tower on 120.9 when ready.
I did not mean to do that. I need volume mixer.
Taxiing hold short runway 16 left via taxiway Bravo Charlie Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
There we go. Okay, so now So now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put this plane into reverse. Oh, actually, I don't think this thing has enough power to go in reverse, to reverse itself. So instead, we're going to give this thing teeny bits of throttle until we can get her moving. Okay, a little bit more power. Oh, perfect. We're moving. Took quite a bit of power to get this thing moving. Found that kind of interesting. Here, we're gonna go. We're gonna do this so that way we can see what the heck is going on. So it's been pretty warm out here where I live for the last little while. It's actually 93 degrees at the time I'm first broadcasting this live, so it is really, really warm. In fact, I should probably make sure that this thing... Let me make sure the stream is actually public. Oh, I've done it again. Good thing I caught it before it was too late. So there we go. This stream is now public, and I will make sure it remains public for the rest of time. So if you guys are just tuning in, apologies. I did start the stream about 20 minutes ago, but I did not realize that the stream was not actually made public. I should have checked that before I went live, like a complete dumbass I was. I did not check it. But yeah, everything is all good now. We are now publicly streaming. So for those of you guys just now tuning in, welcome. We are doing a little bit of Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are chilling. I should probably rename this stream to just Regional Flights because we're actually not using a regional jet. We're using a regional propeller plane. I mean, I don't know if this would count as a regional, but I would say it would, because if we look behind us, there is seats back there. So this is a passenger jet, or a passenger plane. So I will count this as a regional flight. Like I said, once I get the CRJ sometime next month, I am going to be doing some flights with it. My friend Slam suggested I look into getting a full flight simulator setup, and I might actually take him up on that because of just because of the fact that, you know, it's a good idea for me to do that as well if I'm going to be doing a lot more flights like this, and then later on in the year I can get those 2 planes I want. But I'm not sure. I might get the planes now and then get the flight sim set up for later. Anyways, we are taxiing out to runway 16 left here at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. We are bound for Portland in Oregon. That's our first flight of the day here. We're going to be doing another 1 or 2 flights before we wrap things up here, depending on how long this one takes. My plan with this little series of flights that we'll do, I'll have to remember which gate we end at, so that way when we do land at the opposite airport, we can start from the exact same one. Probably not the exact same plane, but it will be the exact same gate as we start. I think that would be something really cool for us to do.
Seattle Tower, Cessna Alpha, Sierra, X-Ray Golf, Sierra, at
All right.
runway 16 left, ready for departure, south departure.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra altimeter 29er, 2 winds 255 at tree. South departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 16 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 16 left, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Okay. So 1.7 nautical miles. Okay. So we are at 99% engine throttle. V1 rotate. We don't need to worry about the landing gear. All we gotta do is just fly the plane. And we are airborne. Now, one of the things I am going to do right away, we're going to do that. We're going to hit nav mode. We're going to put our heading select. And then... what heading?
X-Ray Golf Sierra continue for south departure.
And then altitude.
Seattle Tower, Cessna Alpha, Sierra, X-Ray
We're
Golf
gonna-
Sierra, continue for south departure.
We're gonna set our... we're gonna set this to about 7,500 feet to start. And then we're gonna... okay. Let's turn on the autopilot. Oh, autopilot's not doing things right. Vertical. Alright, vertical speed. Let's set this. Set that at 1500. And while we're here, let's set our altitude. We'll adjust our set altitude. We'll go to... we'll cruise at about 15,000 feet. I think that's a good cruising altitude. Yeah, 15,000. And then I want to zoom. And then let's adjust our heading. We'll go to
X-Ray
one.
Golf Sierra leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
We're gonna set that, and then what we're gonna do, we're
Seattle
gonna go
Tower,
to
Cessna
weather.
Alpha, Sierra, X-Ray Golf, Sierra.
We're gonna
frequency
delete
change.
that ground wind layer just to make
Seattle
it a little
approach
easier
Cessna
on
Alpha,
ourselves.
Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna Caravan 5 miles south of Seattle, 2,300 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
And what we're gonna
Cessna
do,
Alpha
we're
Sierra X-Ray
gonna
Golf
go.
Sierra Seattle approach. Squawk 2226.
There we go.
Squawk 2226 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
So we're at a heading of 180, and I think our heading will be about 175.
3,100 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Maintain own navigation.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Oh, we're gonna
Cessna
stall.
X-Ray
We
Golf
actually need
Sierra.
to. Yeah, we'll go up to 1,500. We'll go to 1,500 feet, so that way we don't stall this plane. And then, okay, we're gonna go heading. We'll go heading 175. There we go. Actually, let's go 173. Because I think that will be dead on with the heading. Actually, 171 might be dead on with our heading. With the heading we need to be part of. No, 172. 172 is what we need. No. Yep, 170 is what we need for our heading. At least that's what my GPS controller thingamajig is telling me.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra contact Seattle approach on 126.5.
And actually,
Good day.
just to make things a little bit easier, we'll cruise
Going
at
to
about...
126.5 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
We'll go at
Seattle
12,500
approach
feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 6,200 feet.
That'll be a
Cessna
little bit
Alpha
better.
Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Seattle approach altimeter 29.9 to continue as planned.
There we go. There we go. That's good. Alright, we're right on our heading of 170 degrees. That is exactly what the heading we needed. So now we can just chill out here and enjoy the flight. And once we get up to our cruising altitude here, we will actually, while we're flying, I will start getting into the topic of the other stuff that I was talking about earlier, which was my plans for the channel along with my experience at Beyond Wonderland at the Gorge. So, as I said before, those projects that I had in mind, those projects are still going to be happening. As for other more video series, I'm planning on bringing back some video series, some popular video series to the channel. I think a lot of people would like to see like actual videos coming back. I did do a mini series about Beyond Wonderland at the Gorge in the months and weeks leading up to the festival. You're about to hear some ASMR, sorry.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, you're leaving my airspace radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Seattle Center Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna Caravan 7 miles northeast of McCord 9,300 feet. Request flight following.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Seattle Center. Squawk 0616.
Squawk 0616 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 7 miles northwest of Kilo Papa Lima uniform 10,000 feet. Altimeter 29.92.
Roger Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Alright, anyways, so now that the radio chatter is done by the AIs, I think a lot of people would like to see, I think a lot of people will want to see the videos that I do periodically make like a full return to the channel. I know, I've been finding streaming to be much more enjoyable for me than it is making videos. But if a lot of people like the idea of me actually making YouTube videos instead of doing these live streams a lot, I have no problems with doing that.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra contact Seattle Center on 126.6. Good day.
126.6 for Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Seattle Center Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 12,100 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Seattle Center altimeter 29.9 to continue as planned.
So yeah, that's that, and we'll wait until we get started. So now that we're at our cruising altitude of about 12,000 feet, But yeah, anyways, so yeah, it's all just dependent on what kind of content, like what kind of format of content people like seeing. If people like seeing live streams more than other types of streams, then I'm fine with that. If people prefer me doing more, if people prefer me doing more videos, I can also start doing those again. And I'm probably gonna make an announcement for a poll. For those of you guys curious as to whether or not I'll be making a return over to Twitch, do not expect that anytime soon. I do want to point that out. One of the big issues with me returning to Twitch right now is I haven't been keeping up with... Excuse me, guys. But yeah, anyways, like I said, everything is just dependent on what kind of content people would like to see, basically. If people like seeing videos more than streams, like I said, I have no problem with doing that. But if people like seeing these streams more than they like to see videos on the channel, that's also fine by me. At the end of the day, it's my channel, and my preference is doing streams, but I want to open up the discussion to you guys, the viewers, to see what you guys would prefer to see, whether that be streams or videos. As of right now, I don't have a full plan on the type of content, like the format of the content that I want to do, but more than likely I'll just continue doing streams, but I'll make an announcement later tonight about this as well. So anyhow, moving on from that. Yeah, moving on from this, now that we're at our cruising altitude, I do want to talk about my Beyond Wonderland at the Gorge trip from the other weekend. I did have to wake up early to get ready for that. We packed a lot of food and drinks and stuff. We went and got our camping trailer and stuff that we rented. So everything happened there in a reasonable time frame. At the when I first saw the camping area for the Gorge, you guys should have seen my reaction. It was like sort of like it excited me. But yeah, so the camping area, the Gold camping area, I was surprised at just how much space we had. We had quite a bit of space on the, we had quite a bit of space on, in the camping grounds. We're gonna set our power at 75%. But yeah, I was surprised at the amount of space we ended up getting for our campsite. We had enough room to get our campsite all set up, our camping trailer all set up. We were able to pull out the awning, and we actually got to meet some of our neighbors that we were camping with too, which is nice. So, all in all, the camping side of things wasn't that bad. As for other things, such as the actual main festival, I did go to the pre-party for a little while on that Friday, and I met up with my buddy Absolute Voltage. If you guys remember my time on Blaine RP back in the day, wink wink, you will remember that Voltage was one of the guys that I had met from the Blaine RP community, who also ended up becoming a cop thanks to my streams. It's crazy, right? It was crazy. That was complete craziness that I managed to bring him in there. And if you guys remember, when I ended up starting to talk to him again, when I joined the Base King in Discord for the Beyond Wonderland channel, I found that Voltage was there. We ended up talking, and we ended up meeting up at the actual festival when it started, which was nice. So I got to see him, and I got to
X-Ray Golf Sierra contact Seattle Center on 124.2.
I got to experience my full my first
Going to
ever music
124.2
festival.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Seattle Center, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, 12,500 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Seattle Center altimeter 29.902. Continue as planned.
But yeah, I think the main the main part of Beyond Wonderland at the Gorge was incredible. Going to the Gorge is a beautiful venue, and I can confirm to you that now that I've seen the festival in person, the actual venue in person, it is absolutely crazy what kind of venue it is. If you guys have never been to the Gorge before and you have an opportunity to go, take that opportunity. The Gorge is a world-renowned venue. It's one of the most iconic locations here in the United States. So if you guys have, if you guys have an opportunity to visit the Gorge Amphitheater, by all means, take it. It is very well worth the experience. It is insane. Just what it's insane just how crazy that festival was. Notable artists I saw at the festival, I did see Alesso, I did see James Hype. I dealt with that conflict. I did figure out that conflict between Getter, Fisher, and James Hype. I ended up just seeing James Hype with my parents in Voltage. James Hype, he ended up actually being delayed. His set ended up being delayed by a little bit because he was running a little bit late. So yeah, but James Hype's set ended up getting delayed by like 15 minutes because he was running late getting to the actual festival grounds. But he did not disappoint. Seeing him live was absolutely the best part of the entire weekend for me. Seeing James Hype. Another one of my favorite moments was on day 2 when I went into the pit with my dad for Black Tiger's Sex Machine, and holy crap. I gotta say, Black Tiger's Sex Machine goes hard in their sets. But yeah, overall, I did have a fantastic time at the Gorge, and when I see the lineup, when the lineup drops for next year, I'll take a look at it. If it has people I want to see, if it has people I want to see, I will probably look into getting tickets. With my parents again. They've already announced next year's dates. It's basically going to be on that same weekend, except it'll be June 17th and 18th instead of 18th and 19th this year. They're not even giving us time to freaking recover from the first weekend. It's crazy. Oh, there goes Vernacules Nerdgasm hosting. But yeah, anyways, so basically, I had a really good time at Beyond Wonderland at the Gorge for my first festival. It was well worth the wait all the way to see the festival, to experience that festival, and I may very well be back next year if all goes well. But yeah, that is my weekend summed up in a nutshell. I would show the clips that I have here on stream, but I do not want to get a copyright, I don't want to get a copyright strike. I don't want any copyright issues, basically, from the creators of the music that will be featured in the videos. Oh, a way I can get around that is, oh, sorry, voice crack. A way I could probably get around this is, putting, like, non-copyrighted music that would fit in with the music that was, included in the music that was played at Beyond Wonderland, and include that in the video. We're gonna throttle up just a tad. There we go. We'll go 80%. But yeah, I think that would be a good idea to just put non-copyrighted music over to avoid any copyright issues. The main video itself would be really good. Like, it would be just the video of all the footage that I got. I didn't really get any, like, major footage and stuff, but I do want to actually point this out here to you guys. I do want to let you guys know, if you guys did go to Beyond and you have some footage that you would like to see in this after movie that I'm going to be making, you can DM me on Discord at Fordman #5567 with any videos you have collected from Beyond Wonderland at the Gorge the other weekend, and I will include that in the video with your Discord name in the description as credit. I will credit you for some of the clips. And any clip that I use, I will credit the original author if it's not my clip. So, that's my plan for that. I'm gonna make it like an after movie instead of doing a vlog, which would have required me to show my face, which my parents really aren't keen on that. Hey, what up, Chris? How you doing? Instead of making a vlog of my experience, I didn't really get much content related to vlogging in the first place. I ended up, I'm gonna end up just making like a little after movie, basically. Where are you? Right now we're heading over to Portland in Oregon with the Cessna Grand Caravan right now. We're just about 35 nautical miles out. We'll probably be starting our descent about 10 nautical miles out because we're not going that fast. I'm doing pretty good. I was just talking about a music festival I went to at the Gord Amphitheater, which isn't far from me. Yeah, I experienced my first ever music festival a couple weeks ago. So I was talking a little bit about my experience there. But yeah, I just had a pretty good time all around at that music festival. And a little after movie containing clips from me and whoever else went who got footage would be included. In fact, I actually need to go on to the Beyond Wonderland subreddit and post up and make a post on there basically saying, hey, I'm making an after movie. If you guys have clips that you would like to see to submit for the after movie, then DM it to me. Then you can DM it to me on Discord and all that fun stuff. In fact, probably after this flight, I'll just take a quick intermission to go and post that. But yeah, I think a better thing for me to do in the longer run would be to just make this after movie and all that too. Would you like me to find clips? If you want to, you can. I want to find clips from people who went to the festival and speak to them directly about it too. So that way I can give them credits and to know that I have their permission to use said clips in the video. Because I don't want to use anyone's clips without permission. In fact, we might actually start our descent here to about 5,000 feet, or yeah, 5,000 feet. That'll be good enough. We'll start our descent up to around. Start our descent to around 5,000 feet now. And then what we'll do, instead of we'll go down to there to about 5,000 feet there. So yeah, we'll just wait here for us to get down to about 5,000 feet, and then we'll just go from there. Actually, instead of going to 5,000 feet, we'll drop down to about 7,000 feet. We'll go to 7,500 feet. And then we'll drop down further as we see fit. Because I think going to 7,500 feet will be better. There's another one of these.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra contact. Portland approach on 118.1. Good day.
Going to 118.1 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Portland approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra at 9,700 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Portland approach altimeter 29.9er 2 continue to Bravo Tango Golf as planned.
Oh, perfect. We are now holding. Okay, now we need to throttle back up. Now we need to throttle back up so we don't die. In fact, actually, yeah, we'll drop down to about 5,000 feet now. There we go. So I'm coming up, I can see the runway.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra contact Portland approach on 124.35. Good day.
124.35 for Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Portland approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 6,400 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Portland approach altimeter 29.9er 2. Continue to Bravo Tango Golf as planned.
Alright, so once we get a little bit closer here, we'll hand fly the plane to drop it in. I kind of want to hand fly it in the interior view, but at the same time I don't. Okay. We'll go with 75%. But yeah, anyways, so once we do this, once we land here and park up at the gate, I'm gonna take a quick intermission to go go take the Starburst downstairs, and I'm done having those. I've had quite a bit of Starburst. So once we get about 5 nautical miles out, I will start hand flying this thing. But yeah, something I'll end up doing here is we'll take a quick intermission. I'll take my Starburst downstairs and just take these headphones off for about 5 or so minutes, and then we'll put them on again, and we'll figure out where we're gonna go from here. We're probably gonna switch planes and do like a longer flight, maybe something a little bit longer. One where we can go to like a higher altitude. Maybe we'll switch over to the Cessna Citation longitude and do a long flight out there. Oh, in fact, I can already see the airport. What we'll do, we'll fly around the airport, and we will just get a visual idea for we can get a visual idea for where we may want to land. Before we think about going a little bit crazy. I don't really care about the whole aspect of not being on the heading, because we're pretty much there anyways. In fact, I don't think we're actually at the airfield just yet. I don't think we're at the airport yet. Woodland State. Yeah, no, that's not the airfield just yet. Yeah, I think... What airport is that? That's Daybreak. Yeah, I think the airport's a little bit further ahead. 3,550 feet. So actually, let's set that to 3,500. And then we'll go. Do you have a specific stream schedule? I just stream whenever. I tend to let people know about any streams I end up doing about a day or so in advance. I'll schedule them here on the YouTube channel.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra contact. Portland approach on 118.1. Good day.
Because the reason why I like streaming here on YouTube,
Going to 118.
I like streaming here on
Cessna
YouTube because I can
X-Ray
actually
Golf Sierra.
schedule the streams.
Portland approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 4,600 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Portland approach altimeter 29.9er2 continue to Bravo Tango Golf as planned.
But yeah, I'll just basically stream whenever I want. I'll put out a, I'll schedule the stream and I'll make it public so that way everyone knows. So that way everyone knows roughly when I do plan to go live. But I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. Did we fly together sometime? Or is that the weird? No, it's not a weird question. Flight Sim is all about flying together and such. It's like all about just flying and meeting new people and such too. So whenever I do end up doing this, I'm in single player just to save on my computer's hardware while I'm streaming. More than likely the next stream I do here on Flight Sim, I'll lower the resolution down a bit so that way I
Portland
have more
approach Cessna
hardware
Alpha Sierra
for...
X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Okay, I
Request
think
clearance
that...
to transition Charlie airspace.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Portland approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through Charlie airspace, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
But yeah, whenever I do my next stream, which will probably be I might do another stream of this sometime around tomorrow, around like 1 or 2 p.m. Pacific time. So around 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern. For those of you guys who are watching and who just so happen to be in the Eastern time zone, you're not gonna miss out on my streams at all. We're gonna go ahead and get down to there. Hit vertical speed again. Go to 1500. But yeah, there's the airport. Right over there. We'll probably do a flyover and we'll manually hand fly the thing. Alright, at this point, I think we're going to hand fly this bad boy. So let's turn the autopilot off. So what we'll do, we're going to go ahead and hand fly this bitch. So what we'll do, I always like using the external camera views for landing when I'm using a, controller. I do plan on getting like just a basic cheapo Logitech setup, just to save myself some time here. So I can't remember the runway layout of this particular. Airport. I don't want to go too crazy on the throttle. I don't want to be going too quick. Oh, I see. Actually, wait. It might be easier. I believe there's a runway. If I remember correctly, there's a runway that's basically facing in front of me. Oh, yes, I see the lights. So we're going to go ahead and line up our plane to land on that runway. We're gonna get some flaps going up on here. Oh crap, they want us to land on that runway? Okay. Alright. Alright. We will land on that runway. I was gonna land on the smaller runway, but the game is telling me to land on the longer runway. Do I have some socials? The only really social media I have is Twitter. Well, I am also on Discord, but Discord I primarily use for gaming. Those are some clips that are amazing. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Microsoft Flight Sim is an amazing game. It's truly a sight for sore eyes. In fact, I could actually just flip around. I could honestly just flip around and go land on that one runway. And I have a plan. I have got a plan and I have a plan that I want to execute. Oh look, we're flying over another runway. I want to line myself up with that small runway there because... Alright. Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and throttle. We're gonna go and throttle all the way down. We're gonna go ahead and get our flaps down to about 15 degrees of flaps. It apparently wants me to go all the way there, but I'm not going to listen to that. I'm not going to listen to them. We're gonna go put full flaps down.
Portland Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is 1 mile northwest, 400 feet with Alpha to land.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Portland Tower. Altimeter 29.9er, 2 wind calm fly, left downwind runway 28 left.
Make left traffic runway 28 left Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Okay. What's this? Perfect landing in 3, 2, 1. Boom!
X-Ray Golf Sierra contact ground on 132.275.
132.275 for Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Boom! Successful landing! That was a really good landing. Now, I don't care where we're at. I don't care where we end up parking up at. Because I actually do have a specific spot I want to park up at, actually. And it's actually like a glove, exactly. Very good landing. That was probably my best landing in this game ever. And keep in mind, this was entirely done using a controller. What's the biggest plane I have? The biggest one that I have is the it's the 747. I'm not daring to do any flights with that. The biggest commercial plane I will probably fly is the A320. That's about it. So the flight did take us around, like, I would say, like 45 minutes to complete once we got off the ground. You know what? I don't care if this is. I don't care if this is for. If these gates are for bigger airplanes. I'm gonna park right here just to save me a little bit of time. Because I am gonna take a quick, like 5 to 10 minute intermission here real quick to do a couple things. I'm gonna set up my fan in here because I am getting warm up in here. It's getting toasty up in my gaming room. Alright, almost there. Alright, close enough. Alright, let's go ahead and close the fuel selectors. And then what we'll do, we'll turn off. Okay. We'll turn that off. We'll turn the starter engine off. And we'll shut off the battery. And there we go. That is our first flight of today's live stream in the books. A quick one down from Seattle over to Portland. Anyways, I'm going to go take that intermission now, because I need to take these headphones off for a little bit. They're getting quite uncomfortable with these glasses. Anyways, you see if there's an Antonov AN-225. I'll bet there is going to be one eventually. After you come back, my gamer tag is easy to look up. Yeah, there is. It's probably like a freeware one. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get some music going for you guys. So, stay tuned. I will be back in a few. Alright guys, who's ready for yet another flight here in Microsoft Flight Simulator? That little intermission there wasn't as long as I thought it would be. I just got my fan, I hooked it up in here to get some circulation going in this room because it is toasty right up here. Anyways, if you guys couldn't hear over the music, I went back to the main menu because we're going to plan our next flight. So, we are down here in Portland, Oregon. The KSEA. Is that Portland? Yeah, it is. Okay, so there's the runway we just landed on, and we parked up somewhere over here. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and set that as our departure. Why did I set that as my arrival? I want to set that as my departure. And we're gonna do a little bit of a longer flight. Let's head down to San Francisco. We'll head down to San Francisco International. And we're not going to use this plane. We're going to switch planes. We're going to go with the Cessna Citation Longitude. And we're going to go with another Count-More Airways one. This one says it'll take us about an hour and 2 minutes to complete. But if we go high altitude airways, it's going to be a little bit higher as well. But we could probably shave a little bit of time off if we go VOR to VOR. And then we go at about 25,000 feet or like 30,000 feet or something like that. Probably go like 27,500 feet. And we'll go from Portland over to San Francisco here. And it took us about an hour. We'll say this is an 8:45 a.m. departure. Say we've had some rest. So we've had some rest, all that fun stuff. 8:45 a.m. Let's go ahead and hit fly and let's get going for the second flight of this stream. In fact, I might actually just cancel that other stream I have playing and we'll just continue. We'll just do a bunch of flights. So stand by. I'm going to go ahead and delete that other stream. More actions. Delete forever. Yes. Deleting videos while you can do that. Alright, we're gonna go back here. And welcome everybody who's just now tuning in. We are here on Microsoft Flight Sim. We're doing some flights. And we're just, to make this, alright. So to make this thing a little bit quicker, we're gonna just auto-complete all these pages.
Oral warning, okay.
So here we are. We are in this airplane, which honestly, I very much prefer using this plane because it's fairly quick, and I believe it also has a speed control. Let's see, let me look at the
Portland
control.
ground Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra requesting pushback.
Let me see. Oh yeah, speed
Cessna
mode.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra pushback request accepted.
Alright. So half bank, back course. I thought this had a speed control. I guess it doesn't. When can you fly multiplayer? Well, I mean, I can fly multiplayer anytime. I'm just not gonna do multiplayer for this particular stream. I don't want to do multiplayer on this particular stream. Maybe for the next one, I'll do multiplayer. But for now, I don't want to do multiplayer. Alright, so while we're waiting here, let's go ahead and get our altitude set. We're going to be...
Portland ground Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra requesting the end of pushback.
Yeah, my fault. No, it's not your fault. I'm just not doing multiplayer for this particular stream. Anyways, what we're going to do, we'll go up to 27,500 feet to start. And we'll see how we're doing from there, because that might actually be a really good altitude to be at. 27,500 feet. Alright, let's go and put the parking brake back on. And we're going to auto-complete that. So, while these engines are firing up, we will go ahead and also figure out what our heading needs to be. Vertical navigation. Okay. So we have approach mode, we got heading select, so we do not have
Portland
a...
ground Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra with Alpha request taxi to the active west departure. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taxi 2 and hold short of runway 28 left using taxiway Tango Bravo Bravo 8. Contact tower on 123.775 when ready.
Alright.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 28 left using taxiway Tango Bravo Bravo 8 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Alright, so here we should be able to back up and get back on the main... Oh, never mind. I don't think we can with this plane either. Damn. Oh wait, no, never mind. We're reversing. Beep, 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 beep. This is what happens when you want to reverse a plane. When your pushback tug doesn't push you back far enough, and you just reverse, and you just do it yourself. All right. Anyways, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go camera mode. There we go. Okay, we're not moving yet. Need a little bit more power. Still, oh, there we go. Now we're moving. Once we get up in the air, we will figure out what runway we need to be at. Not runway. Once we're up in the air, we'll figure out what heading we need to be at. And we'll get the flight director on. We'll do all that, so basically the plane will fly itself. There's a reason why I like flying this plane, and that will become apparent once we get up into the air. I personally like this plane, like I said earlier. I personally like this plane because A, it's fast, B, it looks good, and C, there's just so much you can do with the autopilot. Well, yes, you would say there is no speed, like, there's no, like, well, what I like to think of it as is a cruise control for a plane. Well, there isn't that. This plane does actually do really good. Actually, it might have a cruise control. It might have a speed controller. I'll have to check when I I'll have to check that once we get up in the air while we're cruising. Alright, looks like they're having us take off here from runway 28 left. Which I'm honestly fine with. Yeah, I'm more than fine with. Yeah, I'm more than fine with doing this, with doing this. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and throttle back now. Oh. Well, I'm here. Once we get up to the runway, I need to go ahead and shut off the APU. Actually, can I reach over and do that now while I'm looking? Where's the APU button? APU. Off. Wait, off? Is that off? Okay, yes, that is off. Sorry, I had to look at that. I had to look at that last minute there, just to make sure that it did get turned off, as it should. So once the engines get to about 40% is when we get power.
Portland Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra ready for west departure at runway 28 left.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, altimeter 2, 2 wind 255 at tree. Departure to the west approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 28 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 28 left Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Alright. So what we're going to do, we're going to go and throttle up these engines, make sure they're stable. So we'll, alright, engines are indeed stable. We're not going to go too heavy on the power. We'll keep them at like 75% throttle, because we'll get up to the speed we need in order to take off relatively quickly. This thing does have a lot of power. I think 130 knots is when we can V1. That's fine. Well, wait. V1. Rotate. Okay. So what we'll do now is we will wrap around.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra,
Oh, nope.
continue for west departure.
Portland Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra continue for west departure.
Okay. So now what we need to do, we need to...
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
It's going to take us a hot
Portland Tower,
minute
Cessna
to
Alpha
flip
Sierra
around
X-Ray Golf Sierra frequency change.
because unless we hit that
Portland approach
waypoint,
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna C 702 miles southwest of Kilo Victor Uniform Oscar 1,600
unless we hit
feet.
that waypoint, we're not going
Request
to get
flight
any further waypoints.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Portland approach. Squawk 572 tree.
So we need to double back and hit that
Squawk
before
572
we.
tree Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Cessna
We need to-
X-Ray Golf
oh, wait,
Sierra
no, never
radar
mind.
Contact 4 miles southwest of Kilo Victor Uniform Oscar 2,400 feet.
Holy!
Altimeter 29.92.
They want us to be at 38,000 feet.
Roger Cessna X-Ray
No.
Golf Sierra.
We're not going that far.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra contact Portland approach on 126.9er. Good day.
126
Does it
decimal
still want me
niner
to go
Cessna
hit that
X-Ray Golf
waypoint
Sierra.
back there?
Portland approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray
No.
Golf Sierra 3,900 feet.
So now,
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, Portland approach altimeter 29.9er.
Alright.
To continue to Oscar Echo Delta.
so let's get
as
our
planned.
flight director on. Let's get the navigation mode. We'll get our heading mode on. We'll get our altitude hold mode. Let's get the autopilot on as well. Vertical speed, we'll set that.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, contact Portland, approach on 118.1.
And then let's set our altitude real quick.
Going to 118.1 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Portland approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 5,200 feet.
Yeah, we'll go.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra,
And then
Portland approach
vertical
altimeter
speed.
29.9, to continue to Oscar Echo Delta as planned.
Okay, there we go. So there's our waypoint right there. We need to catch up to that waypoint. So we need to get up on that waypoint and then once we get there, once we get on that waypoint, we'll have to do this. I don't think this is a speed. Is this a speed break? I want to see. Speed mode, that's vertical navigation, that's flight level control. Oh, that is a speed mode. Good. Okay, that is good. Now, that's the CDI. Now, now the question is, where's the actual speed hold mode? Because I want to hold at about 300 knots. Is it flight level control? Oh no, vertical speed.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, contact Seattle Center on 125.8. Good day.
It's not approach mode, it's not altitude hold mode.
125.8 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Seattle Center Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 9,000 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf
Map
Sierra,
range
Seattle
control, what does
Center
this do?
altimeter 29.902. Continue
Oh,
to Oscar Echo
oh, that
Delta
zooms
as
out or
planned.
zooms in. Okay, that's cool. That's the radio. I don't see anything about a speed control. I don't see anything about a speed controller on here. Which, I mean, honestly, that's perfectly fine by me. I don't care that there's no speed control on here. I can just control the speed myself with the throttle. I guess that's something that only the newer planes have. Or like the actual more like passenger jets have, I would think. I wouldn't quote myself on that though. We're gonna go ahead and adjust our heading. I want to set that at 70. As long as we're somewhat following the path, I'm fine with it. And while I'm here, let's actually go to weather, because we're going to have to remove that weather layer again. Just to make it a little easier for us to fly. Actually, let's go back a little bit. We'll go back to 165. Maybe for the 5:30 p.m. stream, I might wrap this up in a few once we get to our cruising altitude. Because I'm going to have to feed my cats here in about a half hour too. And I want to take like a break from all the stuff, because I might actually reschedule that 5:30 p.m. stream. But it won't be what I originally scheduled it to be. We might hop on Sharkers MP and continue our exploration of Iberia. Or the Black Sea. One of the two. I do want to continue exploring one of those two areas, or we might go into single player and do it. I honestly don't know what I want to do just yet, but I do want to hop into one of those two games, and I do want to stream for maybe another hour or two with the doing more of the exploration stuff out of the way, for getting more of the exploration stuff out of the way for those two DLCs as well. And I just realized my altitude is off by 100 feet. There we go. Yeah, actually, yeah, you know what? That's actually a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up right here, guys. I am going to go chill out and prepare myself for the other stream, which I will schedule here in a little bit. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I will catch you guys next time.